Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Billy Thomas. He's with the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service as an extension forester there. Good morning, Billy.
And good morning, Joanna. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because we're going to talk about fire season. And for some, they might not realize that Kentucky actually has a fire season.
Yeah, Joanna, actually, we have two fire seasons. We have a fire season in the fall and we have one in the spring. We're in the middle of the fall fire season right now. It runs from October 1 through December 15th, while the spring fire season runs from February 15th through April 30th. So we're right in the middle of the fall one right now.
And so for our citizens out there, what does that exactly mean?
Well, it's really all about trying to prevent wildfires from getting out of hand or even getting started during that time. So the reason we have fire seasons when they occur is really related to the weather. So during that time of year, it's able to heat up really quick. Our fuels are able to heat up really quick because we often don't have a lot of leaf cover. So that allows the sunshine to get down to the forest floor, and it heats up the fuels, and the humidity levels are different then. So it's a really kind of a dangerous or vulnerable time for fires to take off. So you don't want to burn during fire season anytime between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You want to burn after that because then the humidity and other things change, wind levels change. So you'd only want to burn in the evenings, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
So I get a lot of calls about, because, usually our county government does a great job about talking about this and the times to burn and those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
But we have so many people this time of year wanting to go outside and have bonfires and things like that. And so they want to know if that actually applies to them.
Well, right. And it does, right? You shouldn't do that within 150 feet of woods, basically. So you need to be at least 150 feet away from woods if you're going to do burning in that window before 6 p.m. So if you're burning before 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., you need to be at least 150 feet away from the woods. So that's an important thing. And then if you're after 6 p.m., you can't burn within that 150 feet. So just keep away from the woods, and that'll help a lot. The other thing, you bring up a good point, Joanna. Sometimes we have local areas that are kind of more vulnerable at a given time. So there may be burn bans or other kind of restrictions in place. So it's always important to kind of check with your local authorities. You can also always check with the Kentucky Division of Forestry. You can call them at 502-564-4496 and check if your area has some kind of fire restriction at the time.
And Billy, I have some people who call and they say, well, I'm right in the middle of a subdivision, so this should not apply to me at all, right? But I think some people would be surprised how quickly fire can spread.
They really can spread quickly. And most of the time, it's not intentional, right? People are just having a little burning debris or whatever, and it does get out of hand. And actually, probably I think around 25% or so of our fires start from that debris approach. But unfortunately, Joanna, most of our wildfires that happen in our woods in Kentucky are caused by arson. Those are intentionally being set. And that's unfortunate. It has the potential to cause a lot of property damage as well as injury to life.
Yeah, and you brought up a point earlier when we were talking before about a 1-800 number that I wasn't aware of. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. There's a group that's putting together a number of agencies, fire departments at the state and local levels that have developed this target arson program, and it offers $1,000 reward for somebody that leads to the prosecution of somebody convicted of arson. And you can call 1-800-27-ARSON, and that'll get you to that 1-800 number so you can report that. So we encourage people to use that. Again, with over 60% of our wildfires coming from arson, it is an ongoing problem. It really is.
Well, and it's tragic. We've suffered some of that right here in our community. And so it's good to know that there's resources out there available and people that are paying attention. Well, Billy, certainly appreciate the information. And if you have questions about fire seasons or things that you can do, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.